Some time ago, I watched an interview with a very successful entrepreneur, someone worth over $100 million. The interviewer asked him, "Why did you decide to start your own business?" His answer really surprised me. He said, "I was forced to. Who would choose to start a business willingly if life was already comfortable?" At first, I found that answer quite funny, but the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. Most people don't start business because they wake up one morning feeling inspired. They started because life gives them no other option. Maybe they are getting older, maybe their career growth has reached a ceiling, or maybe they simply can't find a job that suits them anymore. This entrepreneur explained that as you get older, society's expectations of you keep rising. He said something that really hit me. If I've worked for 10 years and I tell people I'm still just a regular programmer, no one will take me seriously. But if I see I'm the tech lead at some well-known company, suddenly everyone wants to sit down and talk with me. And that's so true. As we age, our title starts to define our social value. But the problem is higher level positions are limited. There are only so many managers, so many directors, so many tech leads. Not everyone can move up, no matter how talented they are. So in the end, many people are not chasing dreams, they are being pushed by reality. Just like the entrepreneur said, he used a Chinese phrase like that I really like, 逼上梁山, which literally means being forced onto the mountain to become a hero. It means people often don't want to take risks. They just have no choice but to fight. That interview stayed in my mind for a long time, and recently I started doing some small business myself. Nothing big, just something I can manage alone. At first, I don't even think of it as entrepreneurship, but after a few months, I realized that this is actually a very free way to live. Now I can decide when to start work, where to work, and even if I want to work that day or not. If I want to take a break in the afternoon, I can. If I want to work from a cafe instead of an office, I can. The kind of flexibility gives me happiness that I never had when I was working a 9 to 5 job. Of course, there's pressure. Income isn't always stable, and sometimes I have to handle everything by myself. But strangely, I don't feel trapped anymore. When I was working in a company, even with a good salary, I often felt anxious. Like my time and energy don't belong to me. Now even though I earn less, I feel like I own my life again. So what I have learned from all this is that entrepreneurship doesn't always start from passion. Sometimes it starts from necessity. But once you take that step, you might discover a kind of joy and freedom you never expected. It made me realize that success isn't only about making money or getting promoted. Sometimes success just means living life on your own terms.